everybody. Welcome. It's Tuesday night in Calgary. Thank you, Dana, for getting the Wi-Fi going for us. My name's Paul. I'm Bennett Norris's dad. Bennett's not playing today, but it's the playoffs. So I thought I'd stop by and do a little play-by-play for everybody at home. Hopefully you enjoy it. My younger son, Bennett's little brother, was playing just 5 minutes away at Henry Viney, and he finished 15 minutes ago, so thought I'd rip by Harry Kavanaugh on my way home tonight. So I'm here with my good buddy Justin. Justin just got in from work today, so happy to always work with my buddy.
I love working with the esteemed architect. Very, very great honor.
I'm not an architect anymore. I'm a professional hockey broadcaster. So tonight's game one, best of three, Hawks versus, these are the Stamps, right? Or these are the Bronx?
Bronx. Yeah.
Hawks versus the Bronx?
Northwest Bronx, yeah.
So just earlier tonight, what they do when they do playoffs, this is the best of three. And what they do sometimes is they usually have whole divisions play in the same rink. So just before this was Royals against North Stars. So Royals were first place in the league by a country mile.
We got the show tonight.
Yeah. Oh, there's Perks. Hi, Aaron.
Hello.
Hey, Mrs. Mahoney. So earlier tonight, the North Stars played the Royals, and the North Stars with a big upset. Did you know that, Justin? They beat the Royals 5-3.
Oh, I just heard that, yes.
They scored an empty netter, but they outshot them 37-25.
Wow.
The Hawks recently had success against the Royals too. They played them just, I think 2 days ago. I think it was on Saturday night. They were down 3-1 after two, came back, scored three, and the third went up 4-3, and the Royals tied it with 20 seconds left for 4-4. If you don't know the standings, the Royals kind of dominated the standings this year. Hawks and Bronx are essentially tied. Well, they are tied, but the Hawks are the home team because the first tiebreaker is head-to-head, even though the Bronx have more wins. So, welcome to the new season, everybody. It's playoff hockey in Calgary. If you're not here, it was a beautiful day in Calgary again. It got a little bit windy, but that's when warm weather comes in, those Chinook winds come with it, or as Leonardo DiCaprio called it when he was in Calgary, global warming. It's actually just a Chinook.
We're waiting for the cold and snow to come back.
Yeah, I was in Phoenix last week, Justin. So I was in Phoenix with Bennett for a hockey tournament, and we're doing the national anthem. So I missed all that weather. Enjoy.
There we go. I didn't see that either.
Hawks. There's the standings. So as you see, the Royals only had 4 losses on the season, so they had quite a big lead, but played the North Stars today. North Stars are tough. I think the Hawks are probably happy not to have to play the North Stars, but North Stars ended up taking game 1 from the Royals. Of course, that's only game 1. It is a best of 3. The Royals had that much success this year. They've had a good team. That Royal team actually was the same team, very close to the same team that won provincials in U15 AA last year. That was the team Royals White, who had a really successful year. I know your boy Kale had a really great year with the U15 AA Wranglers.
They're a really good team.
We've got Jackson Lytle starting at center, assistant captain out there with Jackson Lake and Marco. On the left side is Waddy out there with Devin Jollies. Bronx bring it in. It doesn't fit anybody on the bench as they come up the left side. So the Hawks are in your red. They're going from left to right. The Bronx are in the white, going from right to left. Hawks are the home team. They get last change. We'll see if that comes into play. See if the coaches try and match lines or anything. Interesting fact, Justin, and I think you know this. It was kind of on the chat today. This is the first time this season the Hawks have had a full roster.
Yep.
Tyler Watkins
Crazy, isn't it?
got hurt in exhibition season, and they haven't had every player on the team since then. They just got Keegan Bold back. So they have 11 forwards, 62 goalies. Hawks dumping in. Jackson Lytle's in deep. He's down below the goal line. He kicks it out to himself. He's coming up on the right side there. Gives it back to Brody Pinu. Pinu puts it toward the net. Pinu's out there with Tough now. And Jackson Lytle's getting that line change. Oh, it's going to be a one-on-one on Pinu. He goes for a little stick play. And the goalie tonight, Ethan Richardson, ends up covering it up. Ethan's twin brother, I don't know if he's older or younger. Josh comes out now at forward. So Josh will be playing on the wall with Tim Mole in the middle. Tim Mole, that's his dad. Tyson Mole in the middle.
Yep.
And Callum, good fellow, on the left side. Point is still Tough and Pinu. Good fellow puts pressure on the D-man. Mole's going to pick up behind the net. He just chips around to Richardson, who's staying on the right side wall. He chips it up. Mole's skating up with speed. So is Callum, but the D-man for the Bronx ends up making a pretty nice play. I might make a couple mistakes tonight. I might call the Bronx the Stamps. I might call the Hawks the Wranglers. I just finished doing play-by-play for my younger boy. He's playing U15 AA Wranglers. They just tied 3-3 15 minutes ago. Scott Richardson's on the wall there. Pressure from the Bronx. He puts it back. Tough's going to play it. He's got a little bit of time. Got nice pressure put on by the Bronx. He puts up for Goodfellow. He puts up for Mo, who's going to dump that in. And we're going to get a full 5 Hawk line change. Back in my day, they used to call that wholesale change. Wholesale. Tate Bungay's out there.
All the lines are there, so that's good to see.
Tate Bungay out there with Brendan Reed and Schneider. Schneider, the captain, number 10. Out there with Chase Smith and Kale O'Mahony getting their first shift of the night. Brendan Reed was up high, snuck in behind the Bronx D, which he's been known to do. He's a fairly offensive player. Justin, I know all the words to Ice Ice Baby. I think I've mentioned that before.
What?
I know all the words to Ice Ice Baby.
Oh. You're a better man than I am.
Collaborate and listen. Ice is back with a brand new invention. Schneider gets.
You're a man of many talents, I gotta tell you.
I got that one.
You got a lot of talents.
Bungay comes in, takes the face off as Schneider got booted. Mahoney picks it up. He tries to go up the left side. Reed's waiting for it. Doesn't quite get to him, but now it does. And he tries to chip past the D, but ends up hitting a foot. Schneider picks up on the left side. Bronx just dumped it in. I think we're going to see a lot of just dumping it in today. These are two talented teams, and it's not going to be easy to carry the puck in. That actually came out, but maybe the linesman has a better angle than I did. I don't know. I think we have a better angle, Justin. It was close. Bungay's going to pick it up on the left side. He just chips it. That one doesn't get out either. Bose for the Bronx is keeping it in. He's holding the line. Chase Smith goes back, puts pressure on his man, but Bronx aren't full. They were making a line change, so only 2 checkers. But they actually got that fresh body out there now, so the Hawks are taking up for a while. They need a line change. And Bose keeps it again, third time will shift. See what Chase Smith can do with it. If he goes cross ice, which he does, everyone in the rink saw Brendan Reed. And Smith saw him too, which is good. Reed goes down, he's fighting the left corner. He needs a line change, but the Hawks have managed to get everybody else on the line changed up, so they're fresh. Watkins on the point with Jollies. Now we got Timchak, Gold, and Lytle. Nice shot on goal by the Bronx. An easy save for Ethan Richardson. 16:58 left in the first period. 0-0. Lytle taking the face-off. Looks like the Hawks are rocking 4 sets of wingers and three centers. So the centers usually just roll through. The buzzer went off, but they're just going to play through that. Sometimes this clock is actually goofy, and that's Jackson Lake's dad over there who waves. He goes, "It wasn't me." Jackson Lytle now comes up the right side. He chips it in low. Keegan Bold's going to get aggressive on that. He's outsized. It's number 8 on number 8, but it doesn't matter if Bold's outsized. He's going to outwork. He does outwork his man. But 8's a big kid, the Bronx D-man. Oh, Timchak ends up coming out with it. He looked for Lytle, but he's going to hit the point. Instead, they go DD. Jolly's going to shoot this. That's a good shot on goal. Not much traffic there for the Hawks, but good forecheck by Timchak, Bold, and Lytle. They activate the D, and a good shot on goal. I hear you would like me to be closer to the microphone, which I'll try, because that means I'm closer to Justin, which is a good thing. So I might be on the wrong side. I'll see which is the top of this thing. Let me look.
Here we go. Oh, crashes into the boards.
Marco's over there on the left side now with Jackson Lake on the right and Tyson Mole down the middle. Yeah, if you have any comments at home, send them to Dana and she'll come let us know. Like, we don't have the mic today. Chloe didn't bring it, so we're doing our best, and sometimes maybe the music drowns us out or the sound in behind, but I'll try and stand closer to where I think the microphone is. Watkins goes around. Marco's over there in the left wing. Not much of a forecheck by the Bronx. Now Mole gets it. See what he can do. If he chips it in, he does. He hadn't gained the red line yet, but the Bronx could have made a play on that. Good forecheck by Jackson Lake. The rest of the Hawks are getting a line change. Brady Schneider comes ripping out. He's going to play a defense first. Now we're going to need a line change from Marco, and we get one from Lake. Goodfellow comes out. Pinu a little bit aggressive on the captain for the Bronx. The Bronx ended up getting an empty. Pinu's got the puck on the left side. Puts it up for Goodfellow. Goodfellow tries to get it up, but a nice little stick move by the Bronx, and Ethan Richardson. Thought he was going to cover it, but he ended up playing that. Goodfellow now coming up the right side again. He's out there with Schneider and Marco. I think Marco needs to change. I think he's been out there for a while. And then we're going to get just Josh Richardson's going to come back on the ice. Puck goes around behind the net. Pinu's going to pick it up on the right side. He just chips it out, but it's not going to be icing. The Bronx made a play on that. It's going to go right on net. Goalie makes a pretty aggressive play to get it up the side. We're up to Brandon Tuff. I'm not sure what happened. Goodfellow lost an edge. I don't think there was anything else. Kind of goes hard to the boards. Nice aggressive play by Pinu on his guy, but that's not going to be icing either. So Justin, so far we see teams aren't carrying it. They're dumping it. They're getting it in deep.
A lot of that. I think they're a bit nervous.
It's hard to carry it through the neutral zone in good hockey. Goodfellow puts a nice forecheck on his guy, Medic, number 20 on 21. Brandon Tuff puts pressure on his guy, and again, they just dump it in. So it looks like that's what the Bronx are trying to do. Cale Mahoney puts up the left side. He puts it up, and Reed just chips it. But Lytle overskates it a little bit. Lytle's going to back check with Brendan Tuff. Reed's back covering, taking up his passing lane. And now we're going to have a 2-on-2. Reed and Richardson. Richardson's going to come in, see if he dumps it in. He does. He just chips it in. See if he gets a line change. Puts a little bit of an extra hit on Clark, the man for the Bronx. Reed stays behind the net. Lytle's getting aggressive, but Bronx winger wanted no part of Jackson Lytle skating toward him. 2-on-2 again, and again the Bronx just chip it in. You can see the style of that. Luckily, Justin and I aren't standing near the Bronx cheering section. It looks like we're in the proper section, so it's good that we're here with the Hawks. That might be offside. That is offside. Jackson's feet were just over the line. Bet you they dump it in. Oh, they don't. They carry this one. Little toe drag as Cale goes for the hit. And they actually had a Bronx back door as Ethan Richardson kind of slides across. Cale Mahoney, he needs a line change, been on for a while, but at least he gets it past the blue. And Jackson Lytle puts a hit on his man. Bungay's now out there with Reed. Reed's still on the ice. This is Chase Smith with Cale on the point. Nice pass up to Mole. Mole's fresh. He's by himself. He's got to do something. He's going to take a shot. Oh, nice play. Got a field goal for Mole. Timchak's coming out, so there goes Keegan Bold as well. So Timchak and Bold playing together. Welcome back, Keegan. He missed quite a bit with, I think, a right knee sprain. He was out for, I think, 3 weeks. So seeing a kid who can't play hockey, especially when playoffs is coming up, is like a bird with a broken wing. It's not good to watch. It's hard. Devin Jollies puts a good hit on Toth for the Bronx. Jolly's out there with Watkins. Mole's in front with Timchak on the right and Bold on the left. Timchak's chin strap is undone. Bronx put a shot on net. Rebound bumps out. Just to Ethan Richardson right. The Bronx end up putting it away. They're up 1-0. Watch the replay there to see exactly what happened, but the Bronx did have a guy in front. They got a nice little shot on goal. If you don't have much of a shot, sometimes they just put it off the pads, and they put it off Ethan's pads right on the tape of a Bronx player in front. But good effort goal there by the Bronx. See how the Hawks respond. That would have been a high stick anyway, so it wouldn't have counted. But the Bronx actually respond with a little bit more pressure of their own. As we said, these teams very evenly matched. They're tied in the standings for points after, 28 games or something. To be tied after that length of time is really something. Game schedule. Lytle's out there at center, Richardson on the right, Goodfellow on the left. Hawks have a lot of left-handed forwards, so quite often guys like Richardson have to play on his offside. That's what he's doing now. That puck goes under Goodfellow's stick, but the ref says the D-man could have maybe played that, so he doesn't call it. Chase Smith getting aggressive up on the right side, really hard for Justin and I to see, and hard for you to see too. Chase Smith is pinching down, Lytle's covering. Not much of a forecheck yet for the Hawks here. Goodfellow comes on over. They're just sort of taking away lanes and taking away places where the Bronx want to pass. Nice stick by Richardson to take up that pass. Chase Smith's going to get it and just chip it up the right side. Oh, we got a chance for Goodfellow. See what he's going to do. He actually just takes a little shot. It kind of rolled on him a little bit. Didn't take a hard of a shot. Oh, that's actually a risky play by the goalie, Justin. Normally you want to put your stick behind that, but he just kind of covered it as quick as he could, and sometimes it'll squeak through the 5-hole. Especially when you're like 9 years old.
Yes.
You see novice goalies do that, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's there's an icing and you see the old glove on it and it goes right through their legs.
Oh, yeah.
Tough and Pinu on the
saw
point.
with the stick and they angle it and it comes up like a ramp.
Yeah, absolutely. Pinu and Tough on the point. That's no icing on the Bronx. Bungay on the right side. Again, a left-handed shot on the right side. Tyson Mole in the middle. And this is Marco. Marco chips it in. Mole's going to chase it. Mole's going to win this battle. He always wins battles on the boards. See if he can come up with this one. And the D is nice and aggressive. Actually, it's not the D. That's Marco. Marco's played a little bit of defense for the Hawks this year when they needed it. That is going to be an icing call. Icing on the Bronx. 10:45 left in the first. 1-0 Bronx. We got Chloe Smith over there rocking the tunes, so it's nice when different members of the family and lots of people volunteer, and Chloe's always rocked good music here, a little bit of Hell's Bells by AC/DC. She even had Enter Sandman in warm-up, which is always a classic. Tough has the puck, he's out there with Pino, and the forwards stay on the ice, Mole, Bungay, and Marco. That's a good opportunity by the Bronx. Again, puck just kind of squirted out. Ethan Richardson comes out to the top of the blue paint, cuts down the angle, and the Bronx shooter right in his chest protector. Brady Schneider at center ice, Keegan Bold on the left, Tim Jack on the right, with Jollies and Watkins. Bold gets kind of bumped off the puck and they put it out in front to one of the Bronx, but he doesn't come up with it. Bold now does. He puts it over to Tim Chak, see what he does with it. He's going to kind of delay and wait and look for Keegan as he's driving the net with his stick down. Devin Jollies has it. He's going to put it out on net, but it ended up going off a Bronx stick and out of play. 10:09 left in the first. Still 1-0. Justin hasn't put the score up. Justin, you have 2 jobs.
I'm not doing very well here.
2 jobs, Justin.
What? There we go.
Woo! Proud of you, man.
Thank God. Thanks, buddy. I can only do one job at a time.
Tim Chak
2 is too much.
Tim Chak picks up that puck and drives it toward the net, but it ends up hitting shin pads of one of the Bronx defensemen. Looks like the Bronx have a AP on defense. If you don't see a name on their back, they're usually an affiliated player. Looks like they only have one. Tonight the Hawks have none. The Hawks have had a lot this year with all the injuries. Tonight they're rocking a full squad, like I said. Bold comes in, he's fighting against the left board. Schneider's coming in with speed. He's going to force his guy. He puts his stick in the right spot, but puck goes under. Watkins gets aggressive. Watkins is a beautiful skater, smart player. Schneider now putting pressure on. Tim Jackson get a line change and Bold is too. Schneider's going to stay on. Oh, don't come on yet. There you go, Jackson. Good play by Jackson Lake to not jump on the ice. Bronx try to put it back to their D-man, and actually a nice play by that D-man. That wasn't his side. He actually went over there, thinking his teammate might want to pass it in that spot, and he did. Ended up getting a shot on goal. Whenever you shoot those pucks from the point, D-men, generally their job isn't to score. They just want to usually get it low, get some deflections in the screen, get some rebounds. Hopefully they put it off the goalie's pads as the rest of the forwards are driving the net. And that's what number 3 for the Bronx did there. Lake's on the right side, with Lytle in the middle and Marco on the left. This is Tough and Pinu. Jackson Lytle picks up the puck, carries it up the wall. He he actually ends up busting out. I think they called a glove ahead. They called a glove ahead there. A couple interesting things that happened to us this last couple of weeks. My son Bennett was playing in a Div 1 tournament in Phoenix, and they don't have touch-up icing. So if you are offside, or sorry, they don't have touch-up offside. So if you are offside, they blow it. So that was kind of different. That's a rule that we had in Canada about 15 years ago. And the other thing is you can't ice the puck when you're shorthanded. So if you iced it, they blew that down too. So that's kind of two rule adjustments we had to get used to in our tournament in Phoenix. Mole's putting pressure on. We got Mole with Goodfellow and Richardson on the right. And that's Brandon Tuff out there with Pinu still. So the defense stays the same, but the forwards got a line change. Mole's going to stay up high, and the Bronx defense stays up there with them. Mole's just going to fire this in. Richardson's going to forecheck. Goalie goes out there and plays it, but it still goes around behind. And Goodfellow has a nice little forecheck, and Richardson's going to get that line change. Chase Smith comes in and puts some pressure on. He has a nice shot on goal, and great redirect by Callum Goodfellow there. Great shot by Smitty and a redirect by Callum. Mole behind the net. He's looking for Bungay in front. It just goes under his stick and through his feet. Great back check by Callum Goodfellow, the assistant captain. And the Bronx come in on Chase Smith, but he has none of it. Cale Mahoney goes for a little hit behind the net, and Goodfellow goes for a hit along the boards. This is going to be Bungay bringing up the right side. Cale's kind of pinching up a bit high, looking for maybe a headman pass. Going back to his novice days when everyone played forward. Cale's pinching up against the boards and still fighting. He's fighting over there with Bungay. Bungay's, if he can beat this D-man, he's got an opportunity, and he does. Bungay's going to get over to Reed, see what Reed can do with it. Oh, a bit of a delay by Reed. Oh, and Schneider followed it up, but just missed the net. Great battle by Tate Bungay. Brendan Reed wide open in the middle. Great pass. Reed is so calm with that puck, and he tried to deke catcher side. Rebound ended up going on Schneider's stick, and he just fired it wide. All in the backhand. Reed's going to stay out. Timchak's on the right side. Now Schneider stays out too. We have Jollies and Watkins on the point. Shot on Ethan Richardson, and covers that up.
Good play. That was close.
It's nice.
Very close.
Really nice fight by both kids to get that opportunity.
Oh, yeah.
All three kids. All three forwards, actually. And it all started with your son Cale over there on the boards, right? Cale battling. Bungay picked up the puck, carried it down, and
That was good. That was a good team effort.
Lytle's out there at center with Timchak on the right, Bold on the left, with Jollies and Watkins. Puck goes around to Watkins. He just tries to put it back to Jollies, but kind of fans on it. Now Watkins is going to fake a pass across to Timchak. He's going to carry it in. Great skater, strong kid. He passed it out front to Timchak. It kind of goes under his stick. It goes right on Lytle's stick, the big left-hander. He puts it on net. Timchak's going to forecheck. He's F1. Lytle comes in as F2. Keegan Bold as high as F3. But Timchak loses that battle, and the big Bronx defenseman ends up carrying it out. Oh, Keegan went for the hit there and missed it. We're going to have 2-on-2. Lytle is back helping with back checking. Ethan Richardson kind of overslid his spot a bit there, and the far side was a little bit open, but no harm, no foul. Nice play by Watkins behind the net. This Bose again, he keeps another puck in. He must have a league goal. Oh, that's a heck of a save by Ethan Richardson. That's exactly how they scored that first goal, and that was the same play, but Ethan got his left toe out there to stop that. That's big. 5:58 left in the second. I think the Hawks fan or the Bronx fans, a lot of them had their arms in the air already, and that kid actually put it right on the ice, and Ethan's left toe went flying out there. Great save, Ethan. I'm going to watch us on YouTube a little bit here, see how far behind we are. We can actually watch replays as we're live in the rink, which is pretty fun. Puffs out there with Pinu, Lake on the right, Marco on the left, and Mole up the middle. Pinu goes for the hit, but nice play by the Bronx to put it back to the D. He's going to get a shot on it. Another toe save by Ethan. I don't know how much of that one he saw. And I'm just checking my phone. Where are we here? Oh, we're quite a bit behind on YouTube right now. I see 11 people at home are watching. No, there's 6. What happened to those 5 people? Smith and O'Mahony coming on out, but the ref, he is allowing it. The Hawks are the home team, so they got that last change. And then they were going back on it. much talking. Marco's coming in. Mole gets booted. Clark gets the puck back there for the Bronx, and it just goes a little bit wide on Ethan's catcher's side. Kale's going to pin his man up against the boards, and his man doesn't like that very much and kind of buries him into the ice a little bit. Now he kicks his stick. That's not good sportsmanship. Here goes Mole up the right side. He's actually got room. He's got Lake if he wants him to. He's going to decide to shoot. Shoots it right into the midsection of the Bronx goalie. Maybe looking for a rebound off the pads as Jackson Lake was driving far post. Schneider's coming out to take the face-off. Goodfellow on the left, Richardson on the right. So we've seen the pattern develop here since we have good numbers. The centers, we have 3 centers rotating through, 4 sets of wingers. It looks like Goodfellow and Richardson are the partnership today. And so are O'Mahony and Smith. Omani. I'm making it harder than it should be.
Yeah, it's okay. I enjoy listening to it.
Chase Smith with a nice stick. He's calm back there. He's like, you're not getting past me. He goes up to Goodfellow. He's on his off wing here. He's up there with Richardson. Schneider's coming in behind, playing a bit of a defensive role first as F3. Goodfellow's going to pick it up, put it over to Kale. Nice play by Kale. Josh kind of gloves it in, but does end up going past the blue line. Goodfellow puts it up to Richardson. He's got Schneider driving the net, but the defenseman made a pretty nice play on Schneider's stick to give him a bit of a stick check. Schneider stick checks the other guy right back and gets it in deep for Callum. Callum's going to be putting a little pressure on the D, and he's going to win that battle. Schneider's down there with him. Schneider's got an opportunity. Oh, he had Richardson out front. If he can find it, Schneider shoots. Oh, he doesn't miss by much. We had to have a heck of a view of that one. Just missed post on the catcher's side. Watkins gets hammered. Didn't see it because I was still watching the net, but the Hawks are going to end up getting a power play. Watkins pops up, which is good. So now the Hawks have 6 attackers. So they get a little bit of extra time. Nice play by Devin Jollies to keep it in, but kind of just fumbles it a little bit, and the Bronx end up touching it. Good sportsmanship by the Bronx player. Doesn't say anything, just skates straight to the box for 2 or more. So this has been the, it's 2 minutes. Didn't see what for, I wasn't watching. But this has been the Hawks power play for the majority of the season. PP1. Schneider on the point with Smith, with Goodfellow, Reed, and Bungay. Goodfellow picks up, he goes over to Reed. Oh, Reed one-times it. The goalie ends up coming up with a nice catcher save. Nice stop by the Bronx goalie. Nice puck movement by the Hawks. Good shot by Reed. Alex Ovechkin style. Who's your favorite hockey team, Justin? Flames?
I cheer for the Flames. I'm not as dedicated to hockey like some people. So.
Brendan Reed brings the puck up the right side. He just shoots at the goalie's pad. Oh, the Bronx are going to have a bit of opportunity. Chase Smith with good speed. The ref is not calling out a penalty. He kind of slightly moved his hand, but the goalie for the Bronx is just skating back into his net now. Goodfellow now comes in. This could be the TSN turning point. Not calling that penalty. He did. The ref probably made a good call. Obviously, you and I are homers. But if you get this puck first, it's not a penalty, I don't think. But that must have been it. If that would have been a penalty, it would have been a penalty shot for sure. But the Bronx parents didn't yell too much. They yelled, but they aren't continuing on, which is nice. Lido's going to carry that thing in now with Reed. Reed stays on the ice. Mole's out there now with Jollies and Watkins. They get it down on the right side. Reed's still fighting for it. He's probably going to get a line change now, and they're still going to send Marco out. Or actually, Josh is coming out, working his own gate. 47 seconds left in the power play. 2:48 in the first. Jollies picks up. He's going to gain the red, and he puts it over 2 Hawks in the same place. That doesn't end up working out. And the puck goes all the way back down. Mole and Lytle staying high. Watkins behind the net. With Jollies and Richardson down deep. Devin goes for a cross-ice pass over to Josh, but 17 for the Bronx makes a nice interception. And they dump it all the way down. Ethan's going to play it. He yells man on. Good communication by Ethan for Devin. He puts it over for Waddy. Waddy goes back to Devo. 10 seconds left in the power play. Watkins is going to carry it up the left side. The goalie for the Bronx banging his stick on the ice. And he's going to end up covering that. And it has that little strange cover style again. Just kind of flopping his hand onto the puck. As you see on the clock on the wall, there's 2:02 left in the first. there with Lake and Marco, Pinu and Tough on the point. Pinu's going to get that shot. He's going to take it, and it goes just a little bit wide toward the SO logo. Brady picks it up. He gets it in deep. Brady's a nice F3. He stays high. Very disciplined player. He's going to get a shot from there. It's actually the goalie mishandles it, and Marco was there for the rebound, but it just sort of bounced around and he evaded him. Schneid just chips it in. Schneid stays F3 again, and Lake's going to stay high on his side, taking away that boards. So nice play. The Bronx wanted to kind of rim it, but Lake stayed high and took that lane away. Bronx do end up battling, and they're bringing it out. And Hawks have 3 guys high. Marco's going to have an opportunity here. Bounce takes the funny bounce off the glass, goes over to Jackson Lake. He comes in. Oh, just off the blocker of the goalie. He had made a nice shot. He scored a few goals this season there, right above the right pad of the goalie, but he kind of got his blocker down and just chipped it wide. Now Brady's behind the net. Not very good commentating by me as I'm just cheering. Brady passed it out behind the goalie, made 2 toe saves, one with his right, one with his left. Hawks are all over him. Goalie for the Bronx is kind of keeping him in at the last couple minutes. And this is going to be on net, so it's not going to be icing. It's not. I said it too early, and that goes all the way down. Great shot by the Hawks. Usually get a big cheer from the Hawk parents right now for effort. But instead, we get a cheer from the Bronx parents for their goaltender. He's been playing well so far this first period. 42.4 left in the first. Reed on the left, Mole in the middle, Bungay on the right, Smith and Kale. Omani.
Perfect.
Reed, Mole tries to go straight ahead. There's a bad face-off bounce by the ref, and the puck bounced. Sometimes the refs do that. The puck ends up bouncing over your stick as you're trying to do so. Mole takes a bit of a shot in the head. He didn't like that. Kind of, we could see him from here, and his face grimaced a little bit, but can't keep that kid down. No. Reed just chips it in deep, and Mole goes back. I'm not vibing the guy who hits him. He takes numbers, and he usually gets even. Smith tries to keep that in, and he does. Nice play by Chase. He kind of bobbles it as he moves forward. Reed's going to continue. 12 seconds left in the period. We've got F1. Bungay's going to stay a bit high. Goes out to Kale. He just chips it back in, trying to kill the rest of the period. 5 seconds left. See if Mole can get a shot on goal. He puts it over for Bungay. Bungay just skating in. Not much success. Hawks down 1-0 after the first. Pretty even period. Ethan Richardson made a couple 5-bell saves. The goalie for the Broncos. The Bronx did the same thing. And we're 1-0 after 1. Justin, anything you want to say before we go?
No, it's good period.
Let's go. We're gonna go eat some poutine.
Poutine. Here comes Paul. Don't worry, he's en route. You don't have to suffer with me. Oh, here he is. Over to you, Paul.
Just trying to get my kids a summer job.
Hey.
I've got Jackson Lake on the right side with Jackson Lytle and Marco on the left.
Okay, good.
Kale's out there with Chase Smith. Still 1-0 Bronx. Second period just starting. A little battle on the left side there with the Hawks and Bronx as Justin gets his drink from the booth. Hi to Brian Axelson. Thanks for watching tonight, Brian. And I did get that poutine. And actually, I'm lying to you. I ate it before the game started. I've missed supper 2 days in a row with hockey, so can't ever walk past a poutine.
Hello, Brian.
Hey, Axelson. Bronx end up going back door again. So Bronx seemed to be driving the net back door a little bit. Even right there, they had a guy back door, and one of their forwards is up on the left side. He rifled it across the crease again. So Ethan is not easy to beat, but sometimes you want to go where the goalie is not. And the Bronx are, I call them the honks. That's Hawks and Bronx together. The Bronx are putting the puck where the goalie isn't. Bronx end up winning that draw. They try and get a shot on net, but Goodfellow gets a stick on it, and it breaks his stick. Sorry there, Mr. Goodfellow. You have to buy another new twig. Ethan kind of plays it on the backhand. Is over to Devin Jolly's. Bronx D keeps it in. They try and get a shot on goal, but it goes off a Hawk stick. Bronx are moving the puck here pretty well. They're having a good start to this period. The Hawks have to respond. Puck is in tight, and the Bronx are pushing away at it. Now Devin Jollies is pushing with his guy too, but he ends up stopping, not pushing him anymore, which is good discipline, and just does some talking instead. Schneider's coming out with Bungay. Now it looks like Reed's going to stay on the ice. Watkins and Jollies are going to come off and get replaced by Tuff and Pinu. Pretty good first period. Talked to a couple parents. They thought the second half it was much better than the first, and I think they're right. Check the stats that period and see if we can see anything. Shots were 15-10 for the Bronx in that first, so good period by Ethan with 15 shots on goal, but 10 shots is a pretty solid start for the Hawks too. Schneider slightly overskates that puck and ends up popping up the left side. Bungay puts pressure and takes away that passing lane. Now Tuff just ends up passing it to Bungay, but it goes past him. Bungay now picks it up on the right side and he gets stripped. Pinu has the puck. Goes around to Tuff. Tuff puts it over to Reed, and Reed brings it up to Schneider. Schneider goes across the middle of Bungay. Bungay comes in. Schneider comes in as the F2 and chips it up to Bungay. Kind of ends up in his feet. See if Tuff can keep it in. He does. He fires up the left side with Brendan Reed. Reed's going to battle behind the net. Bungay support. Reed comes out with it, goes up to Schneider, but a good little play by the defense. The AP for the Bronx on D. Putting a stick down and blocking that puck from coming out front. The puck is rolling, so it's going to end up being an ice because it ended up rolling. Bad break for the Bronx, good break for the Hawks. We don't care about the Bronx, we're Hawks fans. 17:49 left in the second. 1-0 Bronx. Tim Jack's out there with Lytle and Bold. Kale and Chase on the point. Chase comes in down the ringette line, playing a bit aggressive on the wall. Nice battle by Tim Jack behind the net, and nice battle by Lytle too. Doesn't take a penalty, but gets a stick under the Bronx. Kale kind of backs off the line a little bit. He's got a big forecheck on him. Kale has good speed, ends up being ice, and good hustle by both players to try and get that puck. Hawks with the line changes. Marco, Mole, and Jackson Lake come out. Smith and Kale stay on defense. Kale gets the puck. He's going to fire just toward the net. Nice little rebound there picked up by Marco, and he fires and just goes over top the net. Mole tries to pick it up, bounces over his stick. Marco's going to be by himself in the corner, has a little bit of time, and he puts it down low, but it goes right to a Bronx. Mole comes and tries to help, but Marco's still battling along the left side. Benoit is going to bring it out for the Bronx. He makes a nice little bump pass, a little 10-footer to his teammate, but ends up not coming up with it. Marco puts up to Mole. Mole's by himself, but now he's not by himself. He's got Lake going to the net. And Lake goes down with his stick. And Smith comes all the way down, right, and takes a shot. And the goalie makes a nice little catcher save. Marco picks up. He's going back to Smith again. Smith is good at getting pucks on it. And he goes back door to Jackson Lake. He goes backhand, but hits the goal in the 5-hole. Lakers having a heck of a game so far, getting opportunities. Coach Andy Williams in lacrosse always said it's not about always scoring, it's about getting chances, and the Hawks are getting their chances now. Jackson goes back to Kale. He tries to get it on net. It goes out. Benoit's sticking. The Bronx are coming out with numbers. They have a 3-on-2. Lake's exhausted. And that's interference on 15 for the Bronx. He knocks Lake over. Smith's going to pin him up, so the Hawks are tired. They're playing defense as a tired unit. The defense has been on for about a minute and a half, but they are going to get it out, so good for them. And they're going to need a line change here. Need one, boys. They decide to stay on. Ethan gives them a little bit of time as the Bronx. They do need to get it out because the Bronx are all fresh. Goes up to Mole. And now we're going to get a wholesale change, all 5 for the Hawks. Goodfellow, Richardson, Schneider, Jollies, Watkins. I was going to say hi to Grandma and Grandpa McCaffrey in Hudson Bay, Saskatchewan, but they're here. So I got to meet Tyler Watkins' grandma and grandpa. Came in for the warm weather. Shot from the point by the Bronx there. Ends up going wide on Ethan's catcher side. Puck tries to get out. Callum now gets out there. They have numbers. They have a 2-on-1. There is a back checker. Callum does everything he can to get that puck across to Richardson. Schneider now checks along the left boards. Oh, goes off Callum's foot. Schneider dumps it ahead for Richardson. He's on his off wing, like we said. He's going to battle down low, see if he comes back with this puck. Josh battling. Goodfellow coming out with support. Goodfellow's down low in case Josh is managed to get it down low, but there's 3 Bronx and 3 versus 1. Even Josh isn't that good. Bronx ended up getting it, but great shift by the Hawks, forcing the Bronx to ice it, and the Hawks are going to get a line change. Jollies and Watkins on the point. Lytle at center. Reed on the left. Bundy on the right. Reed does keep. Oh, I thought he kept that in. I guess my eyesight's gone. I'm even wearing my glasses today, but the linesman and I are. I'm 0 for 2 with my linesman tonight. Lytle picks it up. He dumps it in, and Bungay is going to come up the left side and kind of Lytle brings it around a little bit, which Bungay's in the right position. Bungay's going to go down and get that. He kind of delays a little bit as the AP for the Bronx picks it up. Bronx go up, and Pinu has an active stick, and he plays his body active too. Ooh, see, they're going back door, Justin. That's like the 4th time that they've tried to do that. That's a nice play by the Bronx, trying to go cross crease. Maybe they know they can't beat Ethan with a shot, so they got to do something else. But nice defense by Pinu's partner there. Who's that? I think it was Brandon Tuff made that nice play. No, it wasn't Tuff. It was Jollies. Oh, it was Tuff. It was Tuff. Keegan Bold's going to pick it up. Probably going to chip that in.
Just got back from his injury, his first game back.
Good to have him back. Well, Mole picks it up. He tries to go short side. The goalie's down. The goalie's a little bit sporadic. Brian Axelson knows what goalies look like when they're playing well. He actually looks like the puck's just hitting him right now. Doesn't look super comfortable. He's kind of moving around a lot, but maybe that's his style. Can't fault him so far. He's made every save he's needed to. Ethan's made every one except for one, but the one he did. Oh, this is back door. We're going to have Mole in a breakaway. We have a 2-on if he wants it. Mole comes in. He delays. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't even need to talk over that. Rewind it yourself. Great outlet pass from the point. Go, 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 go! Great outlet pass from Brody Green. Mole goes in, does the same move that he did in the shootout in SO Minor Hockey League. Delay. Goalie ends up doing a starfish, and Mole puts it in the empty net.
Oh, I'm remembering to put the points up.
Yes, put ours up for sure. Whoa. 1-1.
Very good.
Good job, Hawks. 13:44 left in the second. 1-1. Lake's on the left side, Schneider in the middle, Marco on the left, Lake on the right. Kale and Chase in the point. Lake now picks up the puck. Oh, he just fans on it, but sometimes when you fan on it, the other team doesn't think you're going to that spot either. And Schneider comes in, ends up getting an opportunity. Kale Mahoney steps up on that one. That's going to be icing. Hawks have been all over the Bronx. The Bronx kind of owned the first 2 or 3 minutes of this period, and ever since then, all Hawks.
Nice job.
I'm going to rewind that one a few times tonight. That was nice. That was like Patrick Kane with that Detroit Red Wing and losing it. The Russian. Brian, you know his name. Help me out. Pavel Datsyuk. I was like Datsyuk or Patrick Kane. Schneider picks up the puck from the ringette line. He rifles it high. Marco comes in. He follows up. Nice blocker save by the goalie. Marco keeps it. He's going to go back to the point. He does. Smith with a nice little delay, actually. The guy was coming in to block it, and he just held it for an extra half second. Kale's going to keep that puck in. Hawks continue to put on the pressure. I don't know if they made an adjustment, but whatever they're doing, it's working. Smitty comes in, he just chips it low. He's playing really aggressive tonight down around that ring at line. And now Kale comes in and pushes that down low too. That's a trip, but the ref didn't pick up on it. And the Bronks are trying to chip it out, but they can't. Kale picks it up, he chips it back in. Everything's right in front of the Hawks' parents here, right by the Hawks bench. Goodfellow had Schneider up high if he wanted him, but he couldn't see him because the puck was kind of bouncing around a little bit. Kale plays with his glove, and he's going to make the safe play up the wall. Can't get in trouble when you keep putting up the wall. Ethan tries to play with his stick, but ends up playing with his foot. On purpose, we'll say. Chase Smith tries to chip it out for Callum on the right. I think these forwards actually need a line change. There might have been an opportunity to get one there, but ooh, that is off the post. I don't think Ethan saw that. That went through a lot of traffic, just hit the far post, and that was a fat post. That puck bounced. That bounced the wrong way. It didn't bounce out. It bounced back in. Ethan's going to thank his post when the puck gets out. See if he gives the post a little pat. Bronx had the little opportunity, so the Hawks say, we need that line change. We've been out too long. There he goes. He did do it. He gave it a little TLC. 11:42 left in the second. 1-1. Been a good game, hey Justin?
Yeah, it's great.
Playoff hockey.
Good hockey.
Playoff hockey.
Playoff hockey.
Not many penalties.
Meaning a lot to these kids, right?
Absolutely. Season could be over for one of the. Oh, that's gonna be a trip on Watkins. That's a bit of a bummer play. Looks like maybe the player just sort of stepped on his stick. Went down a little bit easy, but I guess you got to call that one. Waddy doesn't take a ton of penalties. Smart player. Tough and Pinu are going to come out and kill. Along with Lytle and Lake. I think Josh is coming off. There he is. Oh, the ref dropped that puck pretty quick. The Hawks weren't totally set. Jackson Lake at center with Jackson Lytle. Both JLs. It's Jackson Lytle and Jackson Lake. Bronx play the 1-3-1. They get it to the bump man. They go back to Ethan with another toe save. Ethan's toes are busy tonight. Bronx are shooting low. Ethan's, what's he rocking? CCMs, I think? CCMs are getting the workout. Lytle with a nice forecheck. He's going to catch his man and put him into the boards. Just nice little bump, 19 on 19. Big player on big player. Both those kids are big. Tough kind of trips over the crease. Let's see if Lake can do something here. They're outnumbered 3-1. Nice little toe drag move by Benoit there, actually. Toe drag, top and shot through his legs, and Ethan ends up making a nice catcher save. Mole and Goodfellow coming out to kill the second half. 1:15 left in the penalty. With Jollies and Smith. Bronx are white, they're going left to right. Hawks are the home red. Hawks get that puck out. Jay Smith right around, hits a molly in. Oh! Chase Smith's gonna get an assist as Chase Smith rifled it out. It hit a stanchion and then came back in. The goalie played it, put it right on Mole's stick. Mole's had 2 open nets tonight. He earned the first one, but that one was given.
Right place, right time. That was
Way to go,
perfect.
Molesy.
Beautiful.
I don't know. I didn't make any calls or anything, but I know Brian Axelson's watching. I've called him out a couple of times, but I said to Brian, like, it doesn't look like he's playing that well. It looks like he's just kind of moving too much, and maybe that horseshoe kind of dropped a little bit on his keeper. Back-to-back goals for the Hawks. The next shot's going to be a big one for the Hawks because this goalie's going to be a little
He'll be a bit
nervous.
shaken by that,
Yeah,
I think.
he's not going to like that. If you watch Ted Lasso, they would say you have to have a mind of a goldfish, 10-second memory, and goalies have to have a mind of a goldfish. Callum Goodfellow with a nice forecheck. He's done this a few times this season where he battles down low, and he's still doing it. He's doing it again. Good job, Callum. Schneider's playing up high. Callum's still fighting. He's killed at least 15 seconds. Finally, they said, get it away from this kid. But they don't. Grandma Bonnie's grandson, Callum, crushing it. Good job, Callum. Big ovation from the parents, and he deserves that. Even the goalie's cheering for him. No, he's not. The goalie is saying, end this power play. This is the worst power play of our season so far. Great penalty kill by the Hawks. Great power play by the... Great penalty kill by the Hawks. Yeah. It seemed like a power play. They had so much... They were down in the Bronx zone the whole thing.
Yep.
Bungay puts a little bit of pressure on. Hawks are at full strength. Schneider and Reed out there with Bungay. Tough and Pinu. Bronx staying wide. Ethan Richardson, nice little catcher save. He says, hey boys, get a face off to my blocker side. 9:38 p.m. in Calgary tonight. So we got the late one. This game should end at 11. So that's what happens when you're not playing Novice and Adam anymore. You get the games that end at 11. We once had my other team's boys team, Justin, who plays U18, Bow Valley. They had a game that started in Springbank at 9:45 p.m.
Oh my God.
Holy cow. That's a rec league time.
You gotta pack a lunch and a sleeping bag.
That's right. Ref actually put his hand in the air for an offside, then put it down. Chase Smith chips it in. Reed's a bit off balance. He was a bit battling with his player a little bit there. Now Reed's going to kick it over to himself. Schneider now has it. He's looking to the point, but decides not to. Reed's got it. He takes a look, hits the brakes. Just like Maverick and Top Gun. Hits the brakes, they fly right by. Oh, he tries to pass it out to Kale. It's not going to be icy, so Kale's got to race Catahan to this puck. Be careful, Kale. And good play by Catahan to not drive him into the boards. Just played him nice and aggressively. Puck pops out to the captain of the Bronx. Shoots it right in the chest of Ethan Richardson. Jackson's Lake, Mom. Jackson Lakes, Mom. There's Brian Axton texting me down soon. That's right. Jackson Lakes, Mom, mentioned how we losing to the team with the Heinz ketchup symbol on their jersey. And I've never seen that, but now I can't unsee it. The Bronx with the Heinz ketchup symbol. So Heinz ketchup. Canadian made by Canadian.
That's French, isn't it?
I don't know. I just make stuff up. Jolly's out there with Watkins. Watkins out of the penalty box. Little bounce there off the D. Bronx are getting a bit aggressive now too. So we haven't had a shot on goal since Mo scored that goal. So let's see what this goalie's made of. There's Mo again going for the natural hat trick, and he knows this goalie's trying to get a bit more confidence. So he just fires it on net, see if he can get a bounce. Watkins plays a nice aggressive D along the blue line, and Lytle hits his man nice and clean, but hard. Nice save by Ethan Richardson. That's a nice stop. And good play by Josh, not getting hit there just to jump out of the way. We got Goodfellow come down the side. He puts it on net and just over Lytle's stick. Timchak, we haven't seen Timchak and Bold in a while with the special teams. So Timchak's going to be out. Once Callum gets off, I'm sure we'll see Boldy popping out too. There he is. Lytle's going to stay on. He just got on the ice. Bronx ended up dumping it all the way down. Pinu picks it up. Oh, turnover. Here goes 13, Benoit. He actually had a nice move earlier. He's pretty slick with the puck, but Ethan just outweights him there, and Ethan made that look easy. Timchak comes up with the left side. He's got Bold if he wants, and Lytle's going to stay high. And of course, Keegan Bold loves playing down low. Smaller than most guys, but plays harder than all of them. Ethan's going to cover this one. That's what you do, other goalie. You put your stick behind the puck, and then you cover it. Bold and Timchak aren't going to stay on the ice. They're going to get a line change. Marco, Lake, and Schneider. And the D does stay with Smith and Kale. Justin, put your hands up in the air. Put your hands up in the air. Marco comes, nice back check by 15 on 15. Nolan Rez gets out of the way. He doesn't want to take a high stick. Schneider picks it up. He gets it across the blue. And we had Jackson Lake going back to earlier. Jackson's been all over the offensive zone tonight. As his mom said when she stopped by, she goes, that goalie barely got a piece of that one. But it was a heck of a shot by Jackson in the first. Kale's got this puck. He's going to put it on net. He puts a shot on net, a little high. Goalie ends up getting out with his catcher mitt and freezes it. Nice to see a lot of support here for the Hawks, not just parents, but also friends. Lots of people who have played with other players in the past. This is the playoffs, so people start showing up for the playoffs. Watkins and Jolly stay out. So do Marco, Schneider, and Jackson. Oh, Jackson with a nice little pick on his man. It gives Watkins more time as he comes on in. Watkins tries to play it on his left side. Catahan now comes down his wall. Jollies, he beats Jevon Jollies wide, and he goes backhand and puts it upstairs. That was a heck of an individual effort by the Bronx player. He had tons of speed coming down that right side. Jevon Jollies did his best, but sometimes you got to give credit. That's a nice play. Makes it 2-2. 5:46 left in the second.
Boy's a fast skater. We need to respond in kind.
Playoff hockey. Reed out with Bungay and Mole. Mole has 2 goals on the night. Smith and Pinu. Ups and downs, right, Justin? Ebb and flow, ups and downs, just like life. Team Canada, Team USA, and Four Nations, same thing, ups and downs.
Yep.
This is an up for the Bronx, for the Hawks right now, as Mole drives in it again, gets a backhander. Right in the Heinz catch-up sign of the Bronx goalie.
Nice.
Reed, Mole, and Bungay stay out there. Smith and Kale, Smith and actually Pinu now. It's a little bit different. They haven't been together yet tonight. Brandon Tuff is kind of standing in the back of the bench, but looks like he's jumping back up to join where he should be in the lineup. Just look at the points leaders for the Bronx. Number 17 and 13 are their 2 leading scorers. By quite a bit. That Benoit boy, he's had a couple opportunities tonight. They have 40 and 39 points. The goal scorer is their 3rd leading scorer, so he's had a pretty good season. 17 and 13. Watch for them a little bit. Quite often, if your best players are your best players, you have success, so let's hope that's not the case for the Bronx. Tuff keeps that in as Bungay comes over for a very solid line change. As Mole drives in it again, Mole is all over the net. Callum Goodfellow comes in and says, buddy, we need you. And it's great to have Mole because actually originally a couple games ago against the North Stars, the game ended and he got let out of the penalty box and he kind of skated toward a little fray. It was a nothing call and the ref kind of told him to go away. He ended up getting a 4-game suspension out of it, but sometimes common sense prevails because he didn't do anything and they just gave him a 1-game suspension. If he wasn't... if they wouldn't have overturned that suspension, Justin, he would have missed the first 2 games of the playoffs.
Oh, that would have been heartbreaking for him.
It'd be 2-0 right now, too.
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
He's got 2 goals.
Yep.
Bronx end up with the puck. They dump it down. 4:12 left in the second. 2-2. Tyson Mole ended up being the leading scorer for the Hawks this year with 35 points. 3 guys were a bit at the top there. Mole, Reed, and Brady Schneider were all in the 30s. But on this Hawks team, everyone contributes, everybody scores. Nice little opportunity there for the captain of the Bronx as he goes down the left side, but Ethan does a butterfly and takes away the angle. A little battle in a little corner that we can't see. 2 Hawks on 2 Bronx. 3:43 left in the second. Refs used to blow this down all the time. This ref is having, the whistle is nowhere near his mouth. Pino's going to ring that around. He's got Josh. Josh takes a look. He has actually got Goodfellow in the middle, but it just pops off his stick. He took a nice look, and Goodfellow was breaking the D. Hawks kind of get that in. Lytle takes the shot. He still gets it in, takes a hit to make a play. Pinu, the puck is bouncing on Pinu, but he gets it past that magic blue line. Now Timchak's going to be out there, and we'll see if Bold ends up coming out with him too. Ethan plays it behind the net, gives it over to Brandon Tuff. Tuff chips up for Callum, but he kind of misplays the puck a little bit. Trombley for the Hawks was going to bring it out for some reason, but kept it in. See what Tuff does there. He makes a nice pass to Callum. Callum's going to hit either Lytle or Timchak. Timchak's the fresher one. And he shows he's fresh as he dives for that puck to get it in. Schneider and Bold replace Lytle, and good for Bold. And Cale makes a nice play. He goes over and supports Chase Smith. Nice job by changing spots. So his partnership is back out again. Timchak has the puck. He puts it down low for Schneid. See what he can do. He puts it back to Chak. Timchak puts it back up to his good buddy Cale. We camp with them on Father's Day weekend. So we camp with Chase Smith too. Bronks end up carrying it out. And we camp with Brian Axelson. They end up carrying it out. They get a shot on net on Ethan, and he goes off his stick and up into the mesh. 2:16 left in the second. 2-2. So community hockey is starting. Everyone is starting playoffs. My son Colton, his U15 AA team doesn't start for. They still have 4 games left, or 3 I think now, because they play a tournament format. But the rest of the city has a play down. So my other boy Bennett in community hockey, he's got I think a 2.5-week play down if they go all the way to the final. I think they have 11 teams in their league. 5 teams got byes past the first round. So community starting this week. Junior B started last week. One of my students at SAIT, his team is undefeated on the season. He plays for the Northwest. We haven't lost a game this year. Jackson Lake kind of comes in on the right side. Marco's out there with him, and so is Mole. Cale and Chase. Ref standing there just watching. He looks casual. He looks like he's waiting for a bus. Hawks don't come out with that puck. Bronx do. Bronx is chipping in toward Ethan. He's going to play that. He's going to cover it. That's 17. Their leading scorer in the season comes in close. Cale says scram. We're live right now. We're live, Jeff. It's always good to come out and see people you haven't seen in a while. My buddy Jeff just stopped by. His son is playing on the other side, so I think it's like Div 2 or 3 community hockey and the big Max Bell, and we get Perry Cavanaugh. Perry Cavanaugh's a pretty good rink though. Yeah, actually, to be honest, Max Bell seems nicer, but it's dead in there. It's so quiet. Perry Cavanaugh is loud and has a lot of action, so this is actually a nice rink to play in. It has some ambiance.
Oh, that's a very, very nice word.
Thanks.
Ambiance. I like
use
that.
a $5 word when a 50-cent word could do there. Hey, oh, that's a shot from the point. You can see from that angle, Ethan couldn't see anything. He shoots it high. He goes to a butterfly to block what is usually a low shot. Goes over his blocker's shoulder. 3-2 Bronx. 1:15 left in the second. Bit of a nothing play. Hawks just dump it off the wall. Usually pretty safe when that happens, but seeing eye shot from the Bronx. Good fellow Richardson Schneider still out with Huff and Pinu. Puck goes right on Ethan. He covers it up. Good thing about having the broadcast is it's a few minutes behind, so when a goal happens, Justin and I can just watch it. It's kind of neat. Richardson, Goodfellow, and Schneid. Pinu puts it up to Callum. He actually takes a hit. He didn't like that very much, but he takes it well. Right in front of the Bronx bench. Callum kind of gave him a shot back, and Bronx wanted maybe a deuce on Callum, but it wasn't a penalty. 38 seconds left. Callum actually takes a shot a bit in the back. The Bronx player took a bit of a run at him, but Callum sort of sidestepped him. This is going to be close to on net. Ethan plays that with his stick. Goes over to Brody. He puts it off the wall. A bit of a bad bounce for the Hawks. That one didn't miss by much, actually. Miller came in, and it's very hard for a goalie to read a backhand. And that was a tough one to read. 13 seconds left. Hawks are going to come in there and get their last chance of the period. They're going to shoot from distance, shoot from the ring at line, but didn't go off anybody. Watkins comes in. He plays it along the boards. 2 seconds left. That's going to kill the period. So we entered that period down 1-0 and we leave it down 3-2. So 4 goals scored in that period. Lots of action. Hopefully the Hawks can come out for this third and dominate the first few minutes and set the tone. See you in the third, everybody. back on the ice for the third. Chloe Smith is playing their arrival song. Forget what it's called. Narcos.
How's it going, guys? Is the sound on?
Yeah, we're live. Aaron Perks.
Hi, Aaron.
Hey, Hawks fans.
Aaron Perks here. Tim Chim.
One of the Hawks' number one fans right here.
Timchak's mom. Yes, Nick Timchak's mom.
Yeah.
She camps with us too. There's a little camping group that goes out to that railroad place, Aspen Crossing, on Father's Day. Been doing it for about 10 years, I think. It's great when your hockey family becomes your friends. It's pretty cool. Let's go Hawks. Come on, boys. I don't think they've had a shot on goal. I think they have one shot on goal since they scored that last goal. So the goalie was a little flustered, but Hawks might have let him off the hook a little bit, or I guess you could also say the Bronx maybe kind of came back to fight a little bit harder to defend their goalie. That happens too. Kale's out there with Chase on the point, Richardson on the right, Goodfellow on the left, and Mole in the middle. Kale's mom wanted a penalty there. She put her arm in the air, but the ref wasn't acknowledging her. Chase Smith tries to play the puck. The Hawks haven't had much luck so far. 30 seconds into the period, all in the Hawks zone. Goodfellow picks it up. Mole tries to chip pass, but it kind of rolls on him a little bit. He actually could take in a hit. He dishes so many hits that when you hit a guy like Mole, then maybe gets a bit of a louder cheer from the bench because he dishes out so many himself. Bronx just dump it in. Hopefully they don't play that boring hockey the rest of the period, but that is playoff hockey, and that is playing with the lead. He's getting it deep. Mole stays out. Goodfellow is still out. Everybody's still out, actually. They still got Richardson over there, too. Kale gets it. Up the wall. Nice play by the Bronx to try and keep that in. Now Goodfellow's going to carry it out. Oh, if he would have fallen there, he might have drawn a holding penalty, but the ref is way behind the play. I don't know why he's not keeping up. Watkins out there now with Devin Jollies, captain for the Bronx, is putting pressure on Devo. Jackson Lytle, the alternate captain for the Hawks, brings it back into his own zone, trying to regroup. Bronx end up coming deep and leaping at the top of the crease. Bronx end up fanning on the shot. Goes right to Brendan Reed, but he doesn't see it, and Brady Schneider follows through and almost goes right through the D. That is going to be icing, even though it looked like Brendan Reed made an effort on it, but must have just missed it. 18-11 left in the third. 3-2 Bronx. Little No Sleep Till Brooklyn by the Beastie Boys. Justin, I was lucky enough to see the Beastie Boys once in my life. I saw them at Lollapalooza in Vancouver.
That would have been a really good concert.
Nirvana was supposed to headline, but that was the year Kurt Cobain
Oh, really?
did what he did. Yeah, so it was supposed to be Beastie Boys and Nirvana. How good would that
That would have been a great one. Eh?
Yeah, Beastie Boys was awesome.
Amazing.
Schneider comes in, puts a little bit of pressure on the Bronx on this side of the board. Jackson Lytle. We have two centers on the ice right now, so the Hawks must have made a change. I'm not sure who the center is, whether it's Lytle or Schneider. See if the Hawks keep rolling 11 skaters or 11 forwards or not. Watkins is going to chip that puck up. Lytle's coming back. Tuff tries to hit him, but Lytle, he's at the end of his shift, so he's kind of just taking care of his position to make sure the Bronx don't get out. Schneider now picks it up. He's got Marco and Reed. Bronx end up intercepting that pass. Marco tries to go across to Brandon Tuff and Pino are back on the point. Pino chips it up to the Bronx. Oh, nice. That's actually quite a nice blocker save by Ethan there. Looked like a bit of a nothing shot, but those backhanders are tough to pick up. Tate Bungay's on the ice. Reed's getting a change. Lake's coming out. Marco stays on. Bronx just chip it out. I think we're going to see that a lot, Justin. I think the Bronx are just going to keep chipping.
Yep.
Marco puts it across for Bungay. Bungay's got an opportunity at the middle. He's fighting hard, just like he did in the first period. Marco's going to pick this one up. He's at the end of his shift, so he needs a line change. See if he puts it back. He doesn't. He puts it up high to Kale. He just dumps it back down. He's actually got Lake open down low. He can't get it, so the puck just kept jumping on him. I think he needs a line change. Maybe not. Smith comes on. Tuff jumps off. And Kale puts pressure on that player for the Bronx. Smitty's just going to chip it off the glass. Jackson Lake tries to get up, and then 19 for the Bronx comes on in, gets a nice shot on goal after a bit of a bad bounce off the shin pad of Jackson Lake. Schneider's going to pop right back on, so we have too many forwards right now. So Timchak popped back up again, so it was Bold and Timchak who came up, but then coach made a late change. As the home team, he can do that, so he's got Mole, Schneider, and Goodfellow. They were just on. Smith and Kale on the point. Schneider taking up his passing lane. Nice feet and stick. Mole comes in, he puts a bit of pressure on his guy down below the goal line. Schneider putting pressure on too. Schneider's got a little bit extra hop in his step so far this period. When I got here, I just came from my other son Bolton's game. He's U15 AA. They're in second place. The first place team, all three Buffs teams are actually the top three teams in the league. And congratulations to the Hawks. They're in first place by quite a bit. They're having a phenomenal year. And they just clinched the spot in provincials. Here goes Reed. Reed's come down the left. He passes it over to Lytle. Oh, but Lytle was a bit behind the net. Nice play by both Lytle and Reed. Had a great opportunity. Great pass by Brandon. And the goalie was actually in a pretty good position. And Jackson just a little bit off of his, he was a little bit too deep. Couldn't quite get his stick on it. Really nice play by Reed at the blue line to get it in. Smith and Kale on the point. Schneider's coming back to help. Reed and Lytle are staying high. Bronx get a shot from the point. They're happy to get everything deep. Lytle tries to play that. Lytle's looking a bit tired actually in this shift. He's actually played quite a bit the last 5 minutes. He's probably going to get a line change. He's looking a little bit gassed, and that's why he's going to get a line change. That puck's on net. Richardson, Goodfellow, Mole. Josh Richardson comes in. He rifles it from the left side. He's going to deflect that. Oh, it was going 5-0. Oh, and it's another opportunity by Goodfellow. He just puts it back. The goalie didn't know where he was and just went through the crease. No pressure on this guy in the corner. Devin Jolly decides to stay high, which is not a bad play. And the Bronx end up chipping it out. Great opportunity there. The last couple minutes, we've had some opportunities. Brendan Reed over to Jackson Lytle, and then there we just had Goodfellow and Richardson with some good shots on net. What do you think it'll take, Justin? What's it going to take? 14:27 left in the third.
Oh boy, you got to step it up a little bit. Keep moving around. They got some good opportunities. Doing really well. Keep passing it, moving it around like that in front of the net, and get those rebounds too.
It does look like the Bronx are happy to have the 1-goal lead. They aren't pressing. And they are just getting it in deep, and we'll see how many forecheckers they send. But sometimes when you take your foot off the gas, the other team puts their foot on the gas. Oh, Devin Jolly breaks the stick, same way that Callum Goodfellow did earlier in the game, blocked the shot. Nice defensive play by Josh there. It was another backdoor play, but Josh came up and made a nice stick lift. Bronx are putting pressure on now. Josh trying to play that one, but he gets a little bit bumped off the puck. Oh, Mole almost blocked that. Mole is staying high though, and there he is. Come on, Mole. Go for the hattie. Come on, kid. Oh, nice try by Mole. Great opportunity by Mole. Mole isn't feeling good. He got hit, and something hurt. Let's hope it's just winded. He's holding something. Don't know if it's his ribs or his arm. Kind of made eye contact with him there, and that looked like it hurt. What an opportunity. Kid's playing his heart out. All these kids are. They're playing well. Just need a bounce. Lake's now out with Bungay and Marco. Inu and Tough. Oh, Lake had a chance there, but just missed the puck. Tough can't keep that in, but he's going to get it back in deep, and all the Hawks were checking up on offside anyway. Forget what that's called. I'm using the wrong term there. I can't remember. Touch up offside. I forget. puck in the Hawks zone. Marco, Bunge, and Jackson. Jackson's getting a line change. Pinu and Tuff stay out. And that puck's gonna go all the way down. Pinu has the puck. He's going to get a shot away from the point. That goes right into the goalie, but he can see it all the way. Keegan Bold comes off. Goodfellow, Schneider, Reed. Oh, Reed puts it off the post, puts it off the outside of the post on the goalie's catcher side, short side. Good opportunity by the Hawks. Playing better, 12:25 left in the third. Tuff keeps it in deep. This is going to be an opportunity. Here comes Reed. He's got sick mitts, and he gets a shot on goal, and that goalie pops that rebound right out to Brady Schneider. Oh, and the Hawks get a nice deflection, but the goalie slides across and makes a left toe save. Goodfellow with an opportunity. Oh, he shoots that really wide. Not sure what happened. Puck must have rolled on him a little bit. And Goodfellow follows that up with a nice hit. That's the kind of shift the Hawks need. As soon as Justin said that that's what they wanted, they did it. Keep that up, Hawks. You'll have success, boys. Goodfellow stays out with Molman, Richardson, Kale, and Chase. 12:03. 3-2 in the third. Bronx picked the puck up. They put it along the left wall. They put it up the middle. Two Bronx in the same place. Good back check by Goodfellow. The Bronx do have two guys in the forecheck, and even the F3, he's coming down low, so they aren't playing a super defensive style yet. And because of that, the Hawks can just come right on out. Here's Goodfellow. He's going to try and chip it in, but ends up hitting the D-man for the Bronx. Mole chips it up the wall. Richardson's going to put pressure on here. He's going to try and take away the lane. He doesn't break his stick by blocking it. Josh keeps putting pressure on the number 17 for the Bronx, one of their leading scorers. Here goes Mole, another opportunity. He tries to hit the brakes, and the Bronxers end up flipping it out. And for some reason, the ref called no icing right away. That should have been icing. That really should have been an icing. Mole's going to chip it all the way in. That will not be an icing. That went straight up. I think it might hit the mesh, but didn't get it.
Important, guys.
Goodfellow has on the end of a long shift. Mole's got it. He's going to shoot from there. He had Jackson and Lytle kind of streaking toward the net on his offside. That will be icing. Again, not sure why they didn't call that previous one, but just saw something we did. 10:54 left, 3-2. I see Coach Dave down there, or I do see Coach Dave. I don't think I see Coach Doug, but they are mixing up the lines a little bit now, kind of coming out with different combinations. Players are always listening for who's coming out next as a coach. He's giving orders every shift now of what he wants. Devin Jolly's out there with Tyler Watkins. And Jackson Lytle puts it up with Bungay and Marco. Goes back to Lytle. He's staying on his wall. He was started at center. Now he's playing wing. And then Bungay, he's centering this line. Oh, if you can get it to Jackson. Jackson was streaking down the right side. But Bungay kind of ran into a couple Bronx. Waddy's going to play aggressive here. Nice play. He's a strong kid. He had a broken collarbone early in the season and missed at least 2 months, maybe 3. I don't think he came back till after Christmas, actually. Jackson Lytle's gassed. Schneider and Lake come on out. Marco's going to stay on. Lake intercepts it. He's had a strong game. And then the Bronx just dump it in there and get all 3 forwards changing. We're going to get a 4-man change, only 1 forechecker. Lake tries to pick it up along the right side. Schneider and Marco staying high. That's going to be a glove ahead. The ref saw that. This ref's been a bit... Actually, I didn't even notice first time, silly me, but there are 4 officials for this game, so that's why the ref was so far behind the play, because he had another referee up further. Interesting thing, Justin, in Saskatchewan, when there are 3 refs, 3 officials, 2 of them are referees and 1's a linesman. Which makes way more sense, right? How hard are the lines? That's not that hard. He raised you to have 2 refs. Just makes sense. You're essentially paying the same money. Why not have 2 people who can make all the calls?
Yeah,
Takes a lot of pressure off the head official.
that's a good idea.
Ref has his arm in the air. He looks at the coaches. You want to change? No. Puts his hand up. Changes loud after that. They'll always make eye contact with the head coach, though, especially of the home team. Because he'll look at the away team, then look at the home team, then put his arm in the air. Schneider comes out. He's got Lake on the right side. Lake's going to bust up. He's on his off wing. He puts it towards Schneider, but nice defensive play on Brady. That's Brendan Reed. He's putting pressure on along the left boards. Another interesting call. Must have hit the mesh as he chipped it out. 9:18 left in the second. 3-2. Brendan Reed comes out. Lake stays out with Schneider. Nick Timchak gets a shift. Might have been his first or second shift of the period. He's going to have some fresh legs, see if he can make a difference. Pugh with tough. Timchak busting across the middle. One of the Bronx blows a tire, but the Hawks can't take advantage yet. Schneider tries to chip it up, but nice defensive play by the Bronx. Timchak tries to play that, kind of bounces off his stick, and he makes a nice little play to Schneider up the wall. Lakers going to get a line change and send out Goodfellow. Schneider's going to change, send out Mole. So Timchak's still out there, but he's fresh. Mole has the puck. He stays up high, so the Hawks are taking more risks. Timchak wants it. He kind of beaver tails a few times. He wanted it across the middle. He's going to chip that down low, and he's going to probably get a line change here. No, he stays out. Hasn't been out in a while and wants to stay out there. Mole's got it. He's got Timchak in the middle. He decides to try and get it back down to Schneider. Or to Goodfellow. Timchak tries to pick it up. Oh, Mole had that, but it just went through his legs. Nice backhand by Kale. See what Goodfellow can do. He's going to try and chip it to Mole. Mole tries to get it over to Timchak, but didn't quite work out. Defense gets a change. We have Smith and Kale out there now. And the forwards need a change. They're playing defense tired. This is not ideal. Forwards are a little bit gassed and they're playing defense. That's tough. Ethan Richardson needs to freeze it if he can. The D are fresh, which is good. They get a shot from the point. Now Chase Smith has lost his stick, so you're playing with 4.5 men now. Bronx putting on pressure. Oh, there's that backdoor play we talked about. But the second leading scorer for the Bronx fans on it. Doesn't quite get all the wood on it. Ethan ends up getting a whistle. 7:28 left in the third. So ideally as a forward you want to change in the offensive zone, because if you've been out for a long shift, you don't want to have to play defense again. But sometimes you get caught. Bungay, Schneider, Marco, Wadi, and Jollies. Well, if Schneider can chip that pass, he does, but the AP D-man ends up running some interference on Brady. And then the Bronx make a nice play just to chip it in deep. Ethan's going to play it. He's good at the puck. Puts over to Devin up to Brady really quick, but kind of right off the wall and takes a bad bounce. Okay, they have numbers here, but the Bronx, number 21, ends up making a nice play on Bungay. Bungay in a nice position. Hawks playing good defense. Just not able to get the puck where they want. Devin's going to pick it up. He tries to do a cross ice to Bungay across the middle. It doesn't work out. Watkins passes it back to Jollies. That pass is going to work just for Bungay's feet, though. They do need to get an opportunity. Mole comes right back out. Good fellow. So we seem to have shortened the bench quite a bit. Forward lines. I don't know who's playing on D. Richardson, Goodfellow, and Mole. Pinu and Tough. I think they're still rolling 60. 6:37 left. Puck goes back to Tough. He's going to get a shot from there. Oh, it's a nice shot. Goal. It makes the goalie make a left pad save. Takes it off the stick. Pinu comes pinching down. Goodfellow's going to cover for him. Pinu backs off. Gets it on net. This is an opportunity. Oh, Mole went for the lacrosse play trying to bat them out of the air, and it was close. It wouldn't have been a high stick either. Mole's got the puck. It's in a funny spot, and he shoots. Oh, he's got it. He's been trying to bank it off the goal. He puts it out front. Oh, and he hits him right in the chest. Amazing opportunity by the Hawks. This is what the doctor ordered. Great job, boys. All started with Brady Pinu keeping it in, and then keeping that puck deep. Pinu and tough with opportunities for the point. Justin, it might be something from the point. You never know. Keep driving that net. Wherever you have an open man, give it to him. Get a shot on net. Driving. Ref drops the puck quickly. It's late. Tuff tries to keep it in. The Bronx just get it deep. All the Hawks are coming back. They don't have anyone staying up high this time. Tuff's going to pick that one up. He's got Goodfellow on the wall. He does put it up. Mole's up the middle. He actually chips it up to Mole. He makes a nice play. He's got Richardson across the middle. He actually decides to shoot instead. Hits the defenseman in the foot. Shoot, puts across for Cattleman. He scores! That's big, Justin. That was coming. You can see it. He had Richardson back door. Decided to shoot instead. Put it off the defenseman's foot. Got it right back. 3-all. Sorry if I yelled in your ear.
Is that the second goal for that line, I think, today?
Mole has 3 points. He has 2 goals, 1 assist.
Oh, that's, yeah.
Goodfellow with an absolute rocket. Just inside the post. Great shift, boys. Just in the last 4 minutes or so for the Hawks has been beautiful. Playing really, really well. Keep that up. Don't take your foot off the gas. 3-3. 5:44 left. Lytle's out there now with Reed and Schneider. Smith and Kale on the point. That is going to be an icing. Kind of a funny sounding whistle there.
I didn't hear that.
Yeah, it sounded like a buzzer actually.
Real honest whistle.
But that is what this rink does have ambiance. It's got sound. It's loud. It's going to get a bit tougher to hear things.
What's that word again? Ambiance.
It's got feel.
Ambiance. You also said poutine. So you're very French today.
You said you say it your way.
Poutine.
Justin.
Ambiance.
So dignified.
Poutine. There we go.
What a weirdo. Lytle's down there in the corner with Schneids. Reed's going to stay up around the ringette line. Smith and Kale up high. Lytle's battling. They're kind of caught up a little bit, but Lytle putting a 5:20 left. Who cares who falls? Kale held up his man, which is exactly what you want. Kale's mom wants another penalty. Not getting it. Bose makes a nice play from the point. Actually, that after he went off the skate, Ethan had his stick between his legs, played nice and aggressive. Lytle's going to play this. He's got something. Lytle's skating up the middle. Reed's going to delay, see if he drops it to him. He does. Now he's got Bungay back door. Bungay came in on a line change. Lytle's got him. Oh, Bungay went in a bit deep, but Lytle didn't win the battle anyway. Lytle is winning the battle. Now it's in his feet. Bungay puts it over to Reed just off the 1T. What a turn by Reed. He turns tight. He's looking back for Bungay. Bungay's got his stick down. He kind of gets hit from behind. Both these refs are going to have their whistle in their pocket. Watkins over to Jollies. He puts up the middle. Any one of the 3 Hawks could have played that. None of them do. Reed comes off. Lake gets on. So you've got Marco, Bungay, and Lake. Lake's up high. Bungay's down low. Waddy playing nice aggressive D. Jolly's up high. Bungay gets it. He's got Marco if he wants him. Oh, this could be an opportunity for Lake. Another good shot and rebound. Oh, but Bungay's stick was held up by the Bronx D-man. Bungay, they're tired trying to play it. The guy for the Bronx ends up one-handing it. The Hawks are tired. That's not icing. See if they can get a line change. They're going to need it. Bungay's off, which is good. Lake is going to get this in. He's going to stay out. And Watkins goes all the way in. So this is an opportunity where if the Bronx over-defend their goalie a bit too much, but the refs aren't letting it happen, which is good too. It was an accident. Watkins is going for the puck.
Yeah, that was a good play. Going hard.
He tried to avoid him too. He jumped.
Yeah, he jumped.
If he wanted to hit him, he could have. But of course, if that happened to Ethan, Justin and I wouldn't be too happy. And Nolan.
That's right. That's a good play.
Richardson, Goodfellow, Wool, Spinu, tough. 3:41 in the third, 3-3. Tuff's got the puck in the bottom left-hand corner. He decides to scoop the wall. Goodfellow makes a nice safe play. Tuff's got the puck. He goes across to Pinu. Pinu holds. Nice. I think someone yelled no, so he held it for an extra second. Goodfellow goes in. He gets a shot on goal. You never know how shaky that goalie is. Might get a rebound off his plastic thumb protector. 3:18. Everyone stays.
Here we go.
Hawks have sticks out. Chloe's doing her job, getting the boys pumped up with some good tunes. Richardson stays back a bit. All the Hawks are staying a little bit high, not a super aggressive forecheck. See if they forecheck this one, they got Mole there, so he's gonna win this battle. He's gonna win this race. He puts it back down. Good fellow. He's played a lot of hockey in this third period. Doesn't quite have as much speed as he needs to get that turnover. Pina puts it up. Now Goodfellow's going to use his speed. He's going to bust up the left side. Mole's getting line change. He just sort of... There's that play again. Dang it. That's going to go in, Justin. That's going to be the OT winner. Just the goalie just popping on it.
Trickle in.
It's going to go in. Maybe not.
Oh, you're
But
not
I know.
looking. It's going to
If I was
happen.
the goalie
Look at
coach.
me and say, I told you so.
If I was a goalie coach, it'd be paddle down, man. Timchak, fresh legs.
Here we go.
Schneider and
This
Lytle.
line's a high-producing line. They've done a good job tonight.
Let's do it. Smith and Kale.
See what we can do here.
Smitty stays high. I wonder if the D were told to not be quite as aggressive. Maybe. We have seen the Hawks backing off a hair. We don't need everybody pinching in, for sure. Bronx dump it right back in. Ethan's going to play it. Took a bit of a funny bounce. Timchak up against the wall. He's a righty on the right side. Schneider doesn't pick up the puck. We're one of the leading scorers for the Hawks. Does he puts it back to the point? The AP bobbles it. And this is going to be an opportunity for Lytle. Oh, Schneider fell. He does have Timchak though. See if he just chips it in. He delays. Schneider has it. He tries to put it back to Timchak and Lytle. Lytle's going to win this battle. Fight, Lytle. Fight. Come on, Jacks. Those are two big boys battling there. Strength on strength. Oh, and Shea Smith just missed. I was still watching Lytle battle. Puck popped up to Smitty as he pops down on the net line. No icing because the Hawks shot that. 1:49 left in the third. Oh, Trinity kind of got rid of it a bit early as the Hawks were still playing up high. Moore's high. Reed was high too. Need our wingers to come back on that one. We need help. Reed's going to chip this. He's actually just going to leave it. Oh, Mole battled. So that wasn't really a hit, Mole, but he hit the back of his head on the boards.
Yeah.
So Mole kind of went. He was a bit off balance. And I think he hit the back of his head on the board.
Yeah, I did. That's a hard hit.
Or his tailbone. So Schneider's going to come out, give Mole a break. Mole's going in the defensive gate, which is closer to the trainer. He's walking like my dad, who is 83. Schneider, Richardson, Callum with Tuff and Brody. 1:21 left. I don't know the overtime rules, Justin. Uh-oh. Come on, boys. Come on, Ethan. Ethan with the big save. I'm not jinxing anything. But somehow, I don't know what happened there. The puck kind of just popped out in the neutral zone. And the Hawk just split the D. Tuff and Brody were going a little bit flat-footed. I think the puck kind of came off at a bit of an odd angle, something that Brody wasn't expecting, and one of the Bronx was just drawing you on the spot. Good job by Ethan. Bronx. Oh, that went crossbar and out. Bronx won that face-off quick. Hawks need to regroup. Maybe get a line change or something just to kind of... They have good players on the ice, but you kind of need to do something with the momentum. Bronx with back-to-back chances. Same play. Same play. Make the adjustment, Hawks. You know that guy's coming from the offside to the top of the circle. Brody Pino picks up. He goes cross ice. Probably would have been safer to use the glass there or even chip the boards. Don't want to do too many cross icers right now. Tuff's going to slow it down.
Slow down, boys. Calm down.
He's got one man on. He goes cross to
Good
Richie.
passing.
Richie's going to try and get that deep. He reverse hits his guy. Schneider picks it up. He slows it down and he just chips up to Goodfellow. Goodfellow can't handle it. You want to get that puck deep if you can, but Bronx are doing well too. Nice hit by Brandon Tuff. Oh, that gets out on Clark. He's on that defenseman for the... Oh, Ethan was sliding there. Tuff kind of deflected that. That could have done something funny. That hits the mesh. That defenseman for the Bronx there couldn't keep it in because he was on his left-handed shot on the left side and it popped out to the middle. So we had to play that on his backhand. Kale and Smitty out. Marco, good to see Mole right back out. With Bungay. Oh, and look at the Bronx playing an AP with 20 seconds left on D. It's kind of shocking. One guy's got it. He's by himself. We hear a go Tater right in front of us. 12 seconds left. Bronx are happy just to get it out of their zone, but this D-man takes it in front of his own net. Risky play. Here's Tater. He's got 4 seconds. Come on, buddy. Puts it out in front. Good for a bounce. Oh, and he gets it short side, but doesn't go in. Jeez, Bronx. I don't know what they were thinking with the way they played that last 10 seconds, but these are kids. Sometimes they do kid things.
Sometimes they do kid things.
Looks like we're not going to get a flood. I'll have to Google the Hockey Alberta rules, or we can just wait. It will be sudden death. I don't think it's a shootout.
No, I think you're right. I think after the sudden death, it's a shootout.
Let's go to the
Sound right? 5
website and
minutes?
see what we can see. I don't
We'll
go to the
find out.
website. I'm just going to Google it. Chloe's got the music quiet so the coaches can talk to the players. She knows what she's doing. Looks like 3-on-3. 5 minutes on the clock. Oh, that's not much.
Sudden death? 5 minutes, sudden death, 3-on-3?
It's gotta be, but only 5 minutes. Maybe it's a shootout after that. I would have thought it'd be at least 10. This is the playoffs. Richardson, Mole, Watkins. There's some strategies. We were in overtime in Phoenix. We've been with 2D and a forward. Everyone here seems to be going with 2 forward and a D, which makes more sense to me. Mole's got Richie. Richie's going to come across the middle. Mole's going to hang on to it. Great to have possession. Waddy's a great skater. He's going to come across the middle and delay. He actually drops it, but Benoit for the Bronx right where he wanted to be. Josh is fighting for that puck. Usually you can kind of control the puck a bit longer, but there's been a couple turnovers already, which is good for the Hawks now. Richie has it back down low on the right side. Benoit's putting pressure on him. Watkins staying high, and Mole down low. Richie's going to get a line change, which is good. Nice little 35-second shift. Watkins takes a bit of a risk there. The Benoit, one of the leading scorers, gets in behind him. Mole's going to have to watch up front. And he does. Good spot by Mole. He's going to delay. Maybe get a line change here. We've got Goodfellow already. See if Mole ends up coming off. Looks like, I don't know, it looks like Chase Smith is coming out on the point. And Schneider's coming out forward. Callum Goodfellow has an opportunity. He goes down on the Bronx goalie. He makes a blocker save. Not into the mesh. Smith, Schneider, Goodfellow, and 3 Bronx. Don't care who they are. They come across 2-on-1. He's got backdoor if he wants it. Oh, they went for that backdoor play again, but often when they do that, there is an opportunity coming the other way, but the Hawks couldn't capitalize. Ethan was sliding across, but the Bronx didn't have an opportunity there. And Smith. Mole wins it. Nice little delay. Get control. You want control. It's all about puck possession and 3-on-3. Mole's going to come up. They're not going to dump it. Mole's going to try and carry it across. Bronx end up with the puck in their zone. Lytle's forechecking. Oh, Lytle gets beat, so he's going to get back. That's okay. It's still 2-on-2. Bronx don't have numbers yet. Nice play by Chase Smith. Good stick. Lytle was coming back. If he would have stayed high, he would have an opportunity, but you want to got to take care of your defensive zone first. Goalie put his hand in the air for some strange reason, so 30 see what we got. Playoffs, so good, Justin. So fun. 3 minutes. 3 minutes, 3-3, period 4. Richardson out there with Goodfellow and Waddy. Waddy's going to play this guy one-on-one. 16's coming across the middle. He ends up delaying and taking it back out, so that's not an odd play in 3-on-3. He just wants to keep possession. Him, that AP's on the ice. And he goes to Richardson. He's got a breakaway. Come on, Josh, put it in. He dekes. Oh, it rolls on him. But they got the rebound. Oh, it rolled on both boys. Richie had the nice backhand deke and it rolled on him. Goodfellow took the puck off the boards, was going to put it in and rolled on him too. Great shift. Schneider out there, he's trying to forecheck. It was that AP who made that pass across the middle. Oh, Schneider lost his stick, he's got to go get it. So they do have numbers, the defenseman does pinch up. Now he comes back. Bronks come across the middle. They're going right to left and white. Mole's got the puck, and Mole's putting pressure on. And Benoit's just going to take it back out. These guys have watched enough NHL. Benoit fakes the drop, which is a nice play. He's trying to beat Mole wide again. They're going back there on Ethan. We see it. They got two. They got numbers. We got Watkins and Schneider. See what Schneider decides to do. He's got the shot if he wants it. He does shoot. Goes low catcher side of the goal. He makes a good stop. Maybe not the shot Brady wanted. It was a good hard shot, but Foley made a good toe save. One-on-one. Bronx don't have numbers. Waddy is back checking, watching his man. But that is Tyson Mole on D. You generally don't want a forward on D. But Mole did a good job. Schneider's going to put pressure on this guy, but Benoit was backdoor. They got three if they want it, but they decide not to. They're gassed. Mole's really gassed. And it's going to be icing on Hawks. 1:28 left in overtime. Richardson out there with Goodfellow and Smith. Smitty's smart. He delays, but that player stays on him. He didn't really expect that, but he uses his big body to make sure he can't get the puck. Here comes Callum. He's got Josh. They had a great opportunity last time they were on. Here comes Callum wide. Can't quite do much with it. They slightly off balance. Richie's got it. He's going to put up to Smitty. He's not. He's looking, but that's actually not a bad play to keep it deep, and he goes back out to Smitty now. Smitty regroups. His mom, Jamie, clenching her hands right in front of us, giving him instructions, but he can't hear her. But say it anyway. Callum gives it over to Smitty. He gives it back to Goodfellow. He shoots. Oh, I think that hit the post. Goodfellow wanted a goal, but the ref was all over it. We didn't hear a post sound, but that hit something. Josh now back on D. Nice play by Richie. Standing O from the girlfriends and parents. 33 seconds left. 33.3 and the score is 3-3. Nice play by Smitty. We're glad we have a D-man back there right now. Great play by Josh. Game saver. Goes up to the Bronx up high. He doesn't want to play with it. And they're going to take it back out again. Only 16 seconds left. Goodfellow thought that puck went in. Nice toe save by Ethan. They shoot it. They decide not to pass that one. Jeez, that would have been controversy because Ethan got run into his net. But thank goodness the game's going to end. If they would have scored on that, the Hawks would have been all over that official. I don't know what happened, whether it was the Hawks player who went into the goalie or not. But I think we're going to a shootout.